Fourth line. Amrav money mishta, drinking utensils that you already use. B'mitalat, leave it in the sukkah. Money michla, eating utensils. Bar michla, leave it outside the sukkah. Chatz v'shachal, an earthenware jug, v'shachal, wooden pail. Bar michla, once you use it, it has to be outside the sukkah. Ushrag, an earthenware lamp. Once you use it, it's disgusting. Take b'mitalat, you could leave it in the sukkah. V'amila, some say bar michla, you take it out of the sukkah. But it's not a machlokes. Haba sukkah gedela, haba sukkah ketana. When it says you have to take it out of the sukkah, this earthenware lamp that's disgusting, it means it's a big sukkah, so you can leave it inside. But when it says take it out, it's talking about a sukkah ketana, where it's a small sukkah, and therefore it's in your face. Yarduk shamin, Tana, it says in the Braisa, when it says in the Mishnah, when the porridge gets ruined, it means the porridge of split beans. Abai was saying from Rav Yosef in the sukkah, Noshav Zika, the wind blew b'kamais, tzivus and wood chips fell down. Amru Rav Yosef said to them, remove my utensils from here, I'm leaving the sukkah. Abai said to him, it says in the Mishnah, when the porridge gets ruined. And this is not so bad. Amalei said to him, according to me, since I'm very sensitive, to me it's comparable as if my porridge would be getting ruined, and therefore I'm leaving the sukkah. This is a Rabbanan. Tan Rabbanan. The Rabbanan taught, the Braisa. A guy was eating in the sukkah. The yardu geshamim, and the rain fell. The yorad, and he left the sukkah. Okay, he left because it was at the star. It was raining, and he actually left. As a general rule, whenever it says leaving the sukkah, very often the Mishnayos say yerida, going down. We spoke about this once before because most sukkahs back in the old days were on the roof. The one time I was in Eretz Yisrael for sukkahs, my sukkah was on my roof.
I thought it was because he was going down in the valley, going down and sheep.
Another shot. Another shot. It's going down. It's Takachu also. It's going down. But the pshat was from a Rab from Rashi. Rashi says that most of their sukkahs were on the roofs. So when they was called leaving the sukkah was called the yora. So he's in the sukkah, he's eating. The rain fell, the yora, and he leaves this, and he goes down. But everyone asks this question: it stopped raining in the sukkah. What do? You ever had that before? Eating in the sukkah. It's raining, everyone goes inside. Someone says, it stopped raining. Anybody know what the halakha is? Says the Braisa, Ein matrichin oisei lales. We do not trouble him. We do not trouble him to go up back into the sukkah ad sheyigmor sudasei, until he finishes his suda. Rashi actually says, once you sit down to eat, even if you haven't actually eaten yet, once you've sat down and you're in the house and you're ready about to start eating, we are not matrich. This is probably the best heterim there are in the whole sukkah, right? It's raining, everyone start the meal. We'll get to that in a second. Or
that only if you went down, or even if it was raining and you started inside?
If you started inside while you started, what happened? It was raining, you started inside, you're good to go. Also good to go. Anytime you're in the house starting a meal beheter, you could go. If you start, you can finish. If it's in the middle, you can finish, whatever else it is. We're not matriach you to go back.
Why does that to say that you went down and started eating?
Why is that? It says starting your meal?
It's raining, you started your meal.
So, that's the Mishnah. The Mishnah says, Yardu Geshamim, at a certain amount of time, you don't have to eat in the sukkah. That's really the initial halach of the Mishnah. This Bryce is adding on that even if it stops raining in the middle, we're not matriach you to go back. Yeah.
Even if you you get all your stuff in from outside, right? You don't start the meal yet. That doesn't work.
It goes by the haskalah of eating, I think.
You just said Rashi said.
No, once you go back into the house, means when it comes to this the raining thing, it goes by when you start your meal. Like, is it raining? Is it not raining?
What if you had a crazy influx of bees in your sukkah?
Bees we spoke about. That's a mitzvah. Yeah, any type of mitzvah.
So if you started your sukkah, your meal beheter in the house because of the tircha,
and you didn't use bees,
and the tircha left,
you could stay in the house. You don't have to go back. Once you're out for that meal. Yeah.
It's a funny concept. I'm saying since when
right. And matriach. It's a mitzvah to say deraisa. Your potter. Right. Why is it a tircha thing? It's not like a chazal type of thing.
Because in your house you're not tircha.
So here's his timing that the whole idea of Teshu came to do, where you don't run out of places. So maybe
the other week in your kitchen, you're not gonna go back.
Right.
Maybe the yard.
If you read the Kedusha.
Maybe yard is Lashon Mek Lashon.
Well, yeah.
Like the Gemara says Yara, and then it says Yara.
Yard Geshamim and then Yarad.
Yeah.
I said it earlier also, that other times. I don't know what's on my rain, but it could be. I said Tsar.
To go back in the
To go back, it's all part of the Tsar. We're not Matriach.
What's the difference between Kirk and Sarah?
Tircha and Tsar. Tsar is while you're putter. Tircha is to go back in.
But the same head
Not Matriach. What?
Why do you have to sleep in your sukkah?
I'm down to go down.
Sleep? You have to sleep in your sukkah. If you're mitzvah, it's cold, you're putter. Yeah.
Why should you say something?
Yes. Okay, the Brisa continues with another very similar halacha. Very negay. Anybody here sleep in the sukkah?
That's it.
Anybody here practically? Donnie? Okay, listen to this.
I do. I do know, but I do.
Okay, you should. A person should feel.
I grew my whole life.
I wish I could, but
Yeah.
Haya yoshen tachas sukkah. If a guy was sleeping under the sukkah, okay, he's sleeping, and then what happened? The yarduk shamim, and rain fell. Started raining while you're sleeping in the sukkah. What's the halacha you see? What would you think? Could go inside. No, what happened was V'yard, he left. He left the sukkah. He went out, he went down, because you're allowed to leave. What about, does he have to go back if it stops raining? So it says the Brisa, Ein matrichen oisei lalos. We are not matrichim to go back up into the sukkah. Ad, here we have an ad. Ad until sheyeor, until it gets light. Once it's light outside, then you do have to go back into the sukkah. Not that we're going to wake the guy up. We never have to wake a guy up. If he's sleeping, he's sleeping. But once he's up and he looks at his clock and it's already, or he looks outside, oh wow, it's light outside, then you have to go back into the sukkah. But Kozban, it's still dark, it's nighttime, we call it the word night, it means dark. While it's dark, you wake up at 3 a.m. and it's like, oh man, it's not raining anymore. You don't have to go back. It's not the morning yet. Once you're out for the night, you're out for the night. Yeah.
When is it?
Oh, so when is that time? The time is Amud HaShachar, which means the first amount of light called dawn. Okay, the earliest 4 in the morning. What time is Alais today, Shmuel David? 5:30 or something? 5 something like 5:15, 5:30. Alais HaShachar, 5:26. Once that time hits, you'd have to go back into the sukkah if you woke up. Iboyaluhu means they asked a shadow in the Beis Medrash. It's not a kasha. Iboyaluhu. They like asked about the lahu means they. They asked. It means they're in the Beis Medrash like this. Somebody asks, right? Imagine somebody asked this question. What was the question? Did you hear that Brisa right? Did you hear right? Is it ad sheyeor with an ayin until he awakens? Oh, yeah, ad sheer in the Beis Medrash, and he says, yeah, sheer. It's another one. And he says sheer until sheer, and the guys are sure of saying, yeah, it's because when light. No, it means when he woke up. Sheyeor is the exact same aleph and ayin sounds the same. Now, really, this is a taina. You ever know the guys that say for ayin? Shema?
Yeah, Shimon.
So this is a shtickle, because it really sheyeor on. It really sheyeor on. I don't know what, unless they heard wrong. There are people that have ayins. Okay, it's not the classic yeshiva shema aleph, but this is a raya. By the way, you know my raya against the oy guys? When I came into 9th grade in yeshiva, I didn't say oy. Even now, I grew up, I was taught o. Everything by me was o. I came to yeshiva, I was like oy. I was one out. So I brought the biggest raya from Hallel. It's one of my rayas. It says kol tagmu lohi aloy, right, with the yud. Why does it say with the yud? Just say alo and the aloy. It's obviously a raya, right? Kol tagmu lohi aloy, right, with the yud at the end. Obviously, every oy is oy, and when it's the yud, it's oy. If not for them, was there a yud? What?
Why is the yud then the goy? Because it's goy. Everything else is o.
Isn't it
Right.
He says o time.
He says, oh, yeah?
He says o. He forgot the line. That's the most.
So, Lamaisa, over here they ask, what did they say in the Beis Medrash? Was it at sheyeor, till there's light, or once he wakes up? Big nafkamina, right? Imagine you get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. It's pitch black outside, but you're up, and it's not raining outside. Go back into the sukkah, one shot, or you wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning until it's light, till the night is over. Once it's already the alois, then I'll go inside. Which one was it? That was a shot in the Beis Medrash. And the Gemara says, Toshma, come and listen, I'll bring you a raya from another brisa. The brisa here says it pretty clear. I mean, you'll see what I mean by very clear. It gives 2 descriptions. It says, ad sheyeor, until it gets light, V'yala amud hashachar, and when the amud hashachar, the pillar of the morning, when the aleis hashachar, when dawn breaks. Whoa. That's the brayso. Says the Gemara. Tarti? Both? I mean, it's a stira. Which one is it? You don't have, what's these two lashonos of ad sheyeor, v'yala amud hashachar? Tarti? Two? Now you have to remember, there's 2 times in the morning. There's a lois, and then once the sun rises, it's called nates. So when it says ad sheyeor, the v'yal mudashachar, it sounds like 2 times of light. So it sounds like until it gets really light outside. Until it gets really light, right? It says ad sheyeor, v'yal mudashachar. So tarti, both of these. If yeor means amudashachar, then why would it say ad sheyeor and yal mudashachar? Why would you say it twice? Ela ema, rather say, this is what the Brisa said, you have to change it. Ad sheyeor, until he wakes up, v'yala mudashachar, and the dawn breaks. You need both. You need both conditions to be able to have to go back into the sukkah. Number 1, that it's morning, it's light. And number 2, that you woke up. You don't have to make yourself get up or check. It's when you wake up, and also when it's dawn. So Nachmo. The first Brisa said, the way we have it in our Gemaras was ad sheyer with the aleph. Till it's light. Once it's light, you got to go back into the sukkah. The Gemara says, did you hear right? Was it aleph or was it ayin? The Gemara says, I'll bring you raya. Tashma, and it brings 2 descriptions for light. It says ad sheyer v'yal mudashachar. That doesn't make any sense. Just say 1. Ad yal mudashachar until the dawn breaks. Why are you saying ad sheyer v'yal mudashachar? Obviously, you have to change it. And it's never sheyor with the aleph, it's always sheyor with the ayin. And we're coming out from this brayso, you need both conditions. You need it to be morning, and you also need it to be that you woke up. You don't have to get yourself up or check earlier. It's when you get up. And that's, so if you see a guy sleeping outside the sukkah, I was by my brother, and it was actually raining, and he was sleeping outside, and the thing, there's no mitzvah for me to go wake him up and say, hello, it's not raining anymore, you should get out, it's already light outside. No. Once he's sleeping, and even himself, only once he wakes up and he sees that it's light. That is what the Gemara says. The Gemara continues, quoting the Mishnah. Moshel lama hadavar daima. We brought down this moshel, this parable, that if it rains on Sukkot and you leave, it's very similar to something else. Lama hadavar daima. What's this comparable to? Let's just look at the words of the Mishnah on the page right before it. Look at the Mishnah. Moshle Moshel. Chazal gave a parable to this. Lama hadavar daima. What's it comparable to? La'eved sheba limzei kais l'rabbi. A servant came to dilute the cup of wine of his master. V'shafach loy kitein al panav. And he poured the pitcher on his face. Okay, that was the mashal of when it rains on Sukkot. Says the Gemara, Ibayalahu. They asked a Shalom the Beis Medrash. Okay, another Shalom the Beis Medrash. They asked, they inquired. Mi shafach lami. Who poured on who? I understand the mashal. It's on Sukkot, it's raining. You know what that's compared to? Like you're going to the Ebbe going to dilute the thing, and he pours it on his face. Who poured it on whose face? What happened here? Now I don't have something. I understand very well the tzad that the master poured the cup on the jug of water on the servant's face, because that shows like he's not interested. So Hashem's sort of not interested in us being in the sukkah. Get out of here. Throws the water in our face. What's the other tzad? What is the other tzad? That it's as if we pour the water on Hashem's face. So the other tzad is like this. When we're not serving a Kadosh Baruch Hu properly, Hashem doesn't allow us to do a proper service. It's like a catch-22. We want to serve you, Hashem. We want to do... No. You're going to mess up in your avodah. You're not going to do a good job. It's like a slave coming to dilute the wine. It's an easy job. Just put the water in the wine, and also, you pour the pitcher in the master's face. Hashem says, you're going to mess up. I don't want you to do yeshiva sukkah. I don't want you. You're not acting properly. You're not going to be able to do the avodah. You're not going to be able to dilute my wine. That's the other tzad. But again, the easier tzad is one we always thought till now, which is the right answer. You'll see in a second. And that is, no, the master says, take your water and throw it in your face. That's Hashem saying, I don't want you in this sukkah. I'm displeased with you. And I throw the water back in your face. But the Gemara asks the question. The Gemara asks, Mi shafach al mi. Who poured to who? Who poured in whose face? Says the Gemara, Tashma, come and listen, I'll bring you a raya. Titania, if we learned in the Brisa, Shafach loy rabbi kiten al panav. The master threw the pitcher on his face. Va'amar lo, and he told him, I efshi bishimushech. I don't want, the efshi means I don't want in your service. I don't want your service. Hashem says, I don't want you to serve me. I actually remember this past Sukkot, I was here for the second days, and I think somebody asked me, is the concept just the first night of Sukkot, or is it the whole Sukkot? This idea of if you can't be in the Sukkah, it's like you poured Hashem's throwing the water in your face. So somebody asked me this question. To me, it seems like I wasn't holding in the Mishnah back then. I said to the person, I think it's all days, every day of Sukkot. I don't think it's specifically the first night. I don't think it's the first night. I told him it's every day. I think Ephraim was there. I don't know if you remember Ephraim. Ephraim says he's going to ask his father. Ephraim's father is a big Talmid Chacham. He says he's going to ask his father. And his father said, I don't know where he got it from. He wasn't here. His father said he thinks it's only the first night. Only the first night. People say by the first night the most. Because really that's when we are chiyuv and we really want to do it. And we can't do it the first night, putting the water in the master's face. But looking at the Mishnah, it didn't seem, and from this Gemara, it doesn't seem like it should be the first night. But it's probably a shayla. If I had to guess, if you check it up.
Not fair to Yisrael also, I think.
Yeah?
Pretty sure.
Because other places it's more Mustaba, is going to be rain. Only there it's a show. Where? In Yavamas? Really? This is Yisrael back from LA. Back from somewhere else. Sorry, not LA. Your in-laws. Back from a different place. Yeah. Yeah. And he's holding in Yavamas. Yeah. What, is there something in Yavamas?
Yeah. They have a flakus. I have to get back exactly. That was with the first day to 8 days, when you compare that, there's a riot that Sukkot is really 8 days, but the living Sukkot is 3 days out.
Okay, you'll get back to me. But that's the story. So it's not a good sign. It's not a good sign, especially the first night at least. When it rains, it means that Kodesh Baruch Hu was sort of throwing the water in our faces and saying, "Efshi b'shimushech." Mitzvah Shem, we shouldn't have that. We'll stop over here.
How about snow on purpose? Getting 7 inches?
Snow on purpose is a big problem.
Don't have to go to Lakewood.
The Simon bracha.